Welcome back to our channel, and thank you once again for joining us in this another day in the life of living on Autistic Edge. I am Terry and Elaine, proud autism mom, and we are here to share with you tips and tricks of how we navigate through our journey right here on Autistic Edge. Today we're going to talk about an anti-collision wall padding. Now this was a great find. I was trying to protect my couch from being damaged against the wall. Of course, our son would always be climbing up all over the couch, pushing it against the wall, and you start to get a few scratches here and there. So I started wondering, how am I going to protect this couch from our son? But of course, you want him to have fun. You can't stop him from playing. And of course, we don't want to do that, right? So here we are with this beautiful find. Now, these pads, they are very useful. I'm going to share with you some benefits. I am here doing the installation and looking at the back and how we're putting it on. Now, some of the benefits that I find from this anti-collision wall padding is that it protects your child from injury during meltdown. If you have a child that likes to bang their head against the wall, or they keep running up into the wall, and we know how our kids can be sometimes, this kind of padding helps to soften the impact that they may have. Another benefit I find is that it can provide a safe space for emotional regulation. If you use this to set up your sensory room or your timeout room, it can help in occupational therapy or even in physical therapy. If you have some of those children that like to run around and may hit themselves, or while you're performing certain activities and they may try to run away, it serves as a cushion if they should throw themselves against the wall and some of that kind of behavior. So it's a real good piece of thing to have. We found it, and believe you me, it was a game changer for us when we actually discovered this padding. Now, another benefit that you can have from it is it reduces parental stress. And this I can tell you, knowing that your child is in a safe environment, a cushioned environment, can reduce fear of injury and also damage to your walls and your furniture, which is what we are trying here. Now, I am not very worried about the wall. I think I'm more worried about the child and the furniture. So I want to have a balance between both of them. I want Alex to have fun. Yes, he can maneuver and jump, but I don't want him to really damage the furniture. And again, I don't want him to hurt himself also. But in this particular case, it's more about protecting the furniture here for us, because Alex will know how to use the sofa, but from time to time he pushes it up against the wall. And as you realize, the wall here is the trowel. So if you have the furniture rubbing against that trowel, it's gonna get scratched. And more so, the couch itself is actually leather, so you're gonna have that scratch against the leather, and that damages the furniture as you go along. So as you see here, I am demonstrating how I set up the wall padding. So we did our measurements earlier and we got it set from the other end. So as we go along, we keep dropping in the level just to make sure that we're not going off key. So here we just remove the adhesive tape, the paper from the back of the padding, and just level, catch it from the one that we already set before, And so we have our little guide on the wall where we will just follow and we stick them in order. All right, so and each time I put in that top piece, I just have to check the level, right, to ensure that it's okay and it's perfect. All right, so one of the things I like about this though, that setting up was very easy. It was a breeze. We never had any challenges whatsoever. You just remove the paper and just stick it onto your wall or whichever surface you want to put it on. So installation was really easy. It was a breeze. So here is a close-up shot of what is going on here. Yes, and I had a friend of mine that was helping me out, of course, with the lineup. So here we are finishing up. So this is what it looks like. And this will help our couch not to be damaged from rubbing against the wall. Yes, nice and neat. I love it. I think it was a great find. I'm contemplating some other projects that I may be able to use. And I'm thinking about it. And as soon as I come up with it, I will let you know. Another thing I like about the wall padding, it's easy cleaning. Easy cleaning. So here am I, rubbing it down. Yeah, wiping off our hands and our construction dust and thing. All right, good. Because it can withstand soil, it is useful in schools. So if you're a teacher and you want to set up an area in your classroom, even in your clinic, or it's very useful. It's easy to maintain. So now I'm putting back the couch to see how this looks against it. So all right, so the height, it was not too tall. That's exactly where we wanted it. We just wanted to make sure that when we had the recline, that it was touching against the padding and not against the wall. So we just had sufficient to cover just the area behind the couch. If you wanted more, we could get more pieces as well. We could extend from one piece of wall to the next, but that piece of wall there is very long, so we wouldn't need all that amount. So here am I testing it out. See, when Alex goes in the couch and decide to relax, is he rubbing against the wall? No. If you're interested in getting a few pieces, I'll drop a link in the description below as to where you can purchase these paddings to help protect your little one at home. I just love it.
Thank you once again for joining us in this another day in the life of living on Autistic Edge. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and make sure you subscribe so the next time we put out another content, you will be notified.